Spring's coming soon. Shortly to be followed by summer. Sumeria. Summerland. From the beginning of existence, we've been screwing with images of ourselves. We've been calling Jezebel the whore. And why? We've been calling Mother Mary the whore. And why? Well, you want me to say because? Because it keeps the men in charge. We've taken away the multiple gods and punished anybody who likes more than one. Why? Because it makes manhood. God is He. It makes manhood more powerful. You ever wonder why the church comes and says, Da Vinci, it's okay if you're gay. You just draw a picture of our Jesus and we will forgive you. I'm sure they never said that. I'm sure he was fighting to stay out of their swarming army. I mean, I'm sure they wanted him to breed. They wanted his children on their side. You know, that's what the church is about. That's why you have to be heterosexual and married. The married part comes in a minute. You have to be heterosexual so you can make more of us, make more Catholics, make more Christians. Christianity's been a lie from the beginning. Look at Sherman. After he hit his head so hard that he didn't know who the fuck he was anymore, and his mother and his sister reprogrammed him to be Catholic. He's talking to me in this slow, dumb voice because he had a brain injury and he was reprogrammed, and I'm sure he was only slow in there because from the start something inside him was saying, you get the fuck away from me with this. But he told me, Catholicism, that means the truth. And I was like, I'm on the phone with him after years. I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck you are. He had told me, he says, I'm good now. After his brain injury, the first time I talked to him and called him, I didn't even know who I was talking to. I was like, is this? I didn't know that it happened. And he told me his story. And he said, I'm good now. He says, I don't lie, and I don't cheat, and I don't steal. And that was nothing like the Sherman that I know. And I said to him, I said, oh, that's too bad. I still do all those things. Ha 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 ha. You're gonna fuck with me. He said that Catholicism means the truth. And I looked it up. And it doesn't mean the truth. It just means universality. It means everywhere. They were trying to take over the fucking planet. That's Catholicism. Universality. Just got out of the shower. Oh, I do it occasionally. thought about how they had all these people painting men, and they had Michelangelo doing David. I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of crapped out photos and sculptures where David had his dick hardened up, and everybody's looking, they're going, he's just got a little dick. It's just because he had an orgasm, and then it was like the third one in 4 days, and it's just shrinking back up into itself. He probably had a good dick, but it didn't matter to the artist because the artist didn't want the dick. He wanted what was behind it. But why would they be doing all these things about men? Same way I saw 1,000-pound sisters on the internet yesterday. I said, Gah! They've got all these beautiful pictures of men so that all these big, heavy women that don't like their husbands anymore because their husbands have lost track of what it was to be alive. And they're just making the money. Woman wants a man that makes money and kills people. That's a dream come true for a woman. But they've got these big, heavy women that aren't satisfying to their husband, putting pictures of David up, and the other guy, Jesus. Look at me. Wouldn't you want to be up here with me? And then you've got the women. The pictures of the women. And the woman that's got the pictures of David on the wall, making it look artistic. And saying, oh, just so she can get it up for her husband when the time comes, because otherwise she's going to be out on the road. She's complaining about the husband looking at pornography. And it's like, well, you know, you're doing the same thing. And they talk about pornography being a lack of art that gives sexual thoughts. I think it was 1974 Miller Act versus California. They tried to say that. But who's to say what art is? Art, if somebody, and I'm not a pornography watcher, but if art is going to be something, it's going to be an idea that comes from a person. Edward Penis Hands is art. There's going to come a time where you have to just give it all up.